Welcome to Module 2. In this week's module, we'll learn about some advanced features in Photoshop and how to manipulate and alter a digital image. Have you ever taken a picture at a family reunion only to find that there's a portion of that photo that's ruining the moment? Well, with these advanced features that we'll be learning, we'll be able to cut out that part of the picture and have it blend into the background as if that image never existed in the first place. I want to show you some sample pictures that are some potential requests from clients at ABC Widgets. I'm going to open up Photoshop here, and the first image is of a female model. It looks like it was taken professionally because you see the nice blurred background in the back here, while at the same time she is perfectly in focus. Now, if she were to submit this to a marketing company or an advertising company, the only flaw of this picture, I would say, would be the glare in her glasses. Everything else is nicely toned and even, except for the little white spots on the lenses of her glasses. Now, if we were to zoom in a little bit more, we see that she loses all types of color tone in her skin around her eyes, as well as these marks over her irises and her eyelashes. And so with some of the advanced tools that we'll be learning, we'll be able to cut out this white area on both sides and fill it in with the same color tone as her skin, as her irises and her eyelashes. Another example is if you are a Hollywood nut and you are following the latest trends and the latest couples and the latest splits in Hollywood, you'll know that recently Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt had recently split up. Now, let's say Angelina Jolie contacted us and she wanted us to manipulate this picture because perhaps it was a night at an awards ceremony where she received a prestigious award, and she just wants to remember the night without Brad Pitt being in this picture. Now, with the tools that we have, we can cut out Brad Pitt from this picture by selecting the pixels and cutting him out. Now, we need to go further than that. We can't just stop at the cutting out because we'll see a big white void where Brad Pitt used to be. So we would have to fill in with this shade of blue in the background as well as this white text. Another example is if you're not a Hollywood nut, let's say you are a music nut and you are a huge Beatles fan. You'll know that for several years they were together as a four-piece band, but that Paul McCartney later, in the later years, decided to split off from the band and go solo. So if we wanted to cut him out of the picture, we could, using a basic tool called cropping. We can move this left border and basically cut him out of the picture and make the picture end right here in between these two guys. But an advanced feature is that we don't want to change the dimensions of this picture. We want to keep it intact. And so the way to do it would be, again, selecting the pixels around Paul McCartney, cutting him out of the picture, and filling in with the background. Now, it's going to be a little bit more tricky because we have multiple tones. We have a darker tone here. We have a light tone here. We need to cut out his shadow as well. And then there's this object in the background that we need to fade into seamlessly. Not only that, he is holding onto the shoulder of this person here. So we need to cut out his hand and fill in the black part of his suit to make it look like there was no hand there to begin with. Now finally, if you are a die-hard New England Patriots fan like myself, you'll know that the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, is enemy number one, especially last year with the whole Deflategate and Tom Brady. Now, let's say you're Tom Brady and you had just won the Super Bowl And during the ceremonies, you are out in the stands looking for your family. And as you can see, he is just ecstatic and he's filled with joy, waiting for his family to come down from the stands to join him. But if you're a Patriots fan or if you're Tom Brady, you'll know that Roger Goodell is ruining the moment right here. So we would need to select, again, in the same principles, select the pixels around Roger Goodell, cut him out, and then fill in these vertical bars from the fence in the background, as well as a little bit of red banner here, and this person's suit who's standing right behind Roger Goodell. And so we will be able to, with the tools that we'll learn this week, we'll be able to cut him out and make it look like Roger Goodell was not even in this picture to begin